and here we are a few decades later, I should say, launching the first orbital all-civilian crew. And we keep saying all-civilian, and what that really means is non-professional astronauts. So people like us four, and that are now going to space from the very same ground that, Apollo 11 launched from decades ago. And it's, just this transition and evolution of human spaceflight is so awesome to see. And of course, we have a beautiful picture perfect background today. And it's just pretty incredible, and we're very thankful that we're able to introduce the next era of human spaceflight from this ground. We're standing on the shoulders of giants, and everyone inside that capsule knows that as well.
Yeah, we talked about the Apollo missions and the Space Shuttle missions. Since SpaceX took over the lease in 2014, we have also been making a little bit of history ourselves. In 2018, we debuted the Falcon Heavy rocket test flight, and for those that remember, that launched Starman.
Yeah.
And Starman is out there right now in his Tesla, exploring space.
Listening to David Bowie.
Last year, we also returned... Last year, we also returned crewed flight from American soil with the Demonstration 2 mission with Bob and Doug. And we also had our first operational crew mission last November as well. So continuing to march forward.
And that's actually the capsule that's flying today.
Yes.
That first operational crew mission, Crew 1, which launched in November 2020, that is the same capsule that the Inspiration 4 crew is flying in today. We like to refer to it as certified preempt.
Yeah, and everything that Kate and Andy just mentioned, without all of that, we wouldn't be here today. And it's incredible to think that literally our 4 all-civilian crew members are sitting in the Dragon capsule right now, about to make the next step in human spaceflight. We've always talked about, even before we were flying crew, that we always wanted to turn rockets into airplanes. Like, how do we turn... how do we turn such a difficult, costly flight into a more affordable and more often flight? And this is one step closer to that major step today, and just so exciting that we're actually here.
Absolutely. Yeah, reusability really is the thing that unlocks access to space. And personally, I am super excited for more people to be able to experience space, because there's something known as the overview effect. And that's essentially the effect that humans experience when they're able to look back upon planet Earth from a different perspective. And I honestly believe that, the more people that get to experience that, the better off planet Earth will be, as well as the human civilization.
Yeah, Dragon today is going to be flying 4 people. It can hold up to 7, so hopefully in the near future we'll see 7 folks flying in Dragon. It is, again, the first private spacecraft to take humans to the space station, and will be the first private spacecraft to ever take an all-civilian crew to space and orbit. So we've got a really cool animation here of our Dragon vehicle.
So as we mentioned before, the pressurized section, the section that we actually see the crew in, is there at the top. The nose cone will open up and reveal the cupola, the observation dome, and we'll can't wait to see all the exciting views that you're going to see from there. And then if you look at the bottom portion, which the lighter side is reflecting towards us, we'll call it the Jedi side, and then the dark side now. I told you, Team Star Wars all the way. The dark side, which is actually the solar panels, which are one of my favorite things. We build them in-house here at SpaceX, integrate them onto the trunk, and that trunk will not be making its journey home. Unfortunately, that is not one of the reusable components of Dragon. It will be jettisoned prior to the capsule's re-entry through the Earth's atmosphere.
The capsule is what the crew will live in for the next 3 days. The volume of the Dragon is about 328 cubic feet. So once they're in space and in microgravity, they'll be able to utilize that entire space. And with the cupola, they'll actually get just a little bit more room. They get a little bit more volume inside of that capsule.
Yeah, the Dragon capsule itself also is outfitted with some engines. We have 16 Draco engines built into Dragon. We also have 8 Super Draco engines built into 4 separate pods. Super Draco engines are used as part of the launch escape system. We actually disarm that after we get into orbit. When we're in space, the Draco engines take over, and that will do a number of things. Micro adjustments in orbit, is also raising the orbit altitude later on after they depart from the second stage of Falcon 9.
Yeah, so you mentioned orbit there. Dragon is actually going to be orbiting higher than the International Space Station and higher than the Hubble telescope.